You're listening to a Countout Podcast.
Ichiban Sweet Cast. Ichiban. Ichiban Sweet Cast. What it is, what's up, and welcome everybody. Ichiban Sweet Cast, activate. How you going?
Ichiban, the power of Ichiban. Sweet Cast. Here we are. What's up?
It's not much. Yeah, actually, no, there is something that's up. I got to talk about something. I need to get it off my chest.
Blood pressure.
I need to get it off my fucking chest. I'm going through enough in my personal life right now with this broken fucking shit. And then I just got to say, I got to deal with this fucking New Japan app, man. And I got to tell you, it's
shit.
It's shit, but it's like, it's actually actively ruining my enjoyment of the best of the Super Juniors at the moment. And that super concerns me. It super concerns me because G1's coming up. And we normally like record an episode for every fucking night of that thing. And it sucks, dude, because like, so, I mean, I've got a list of all the shit that's wrong with this app. But the main thing that gets in my craw at the moment is the, like, play all not being a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I want to play a best of the Super Juniors night, and I hit fucking play on the first match, and then it stops. And then I got to reload the next match, then I've got to reselect the language, and then it needs to buffer again because the casting on this is fucking shit as well. Have we welcomed everybody to the show?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, we're the Ichiban Sweet Cast. We said it 1,000 times.
times.
Yeah, exactly. Good friend Curtis, bad friend Raffe, you know the deal. But like, seriously, like, the casting on this is really particularly bad. Now, I don't understand the science of like Chromecast technology and things like that, but I know that any app I have on my phone, be it Netflix, Stan, Paramount Plus, Prime, blah, 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 on and on, YouTube, I can just hit cast, it puts it up on my TV, and it plays no worries at all. Every time I play anything from New Japan, the buffering on it is so fucked. Like, it takes so long to get going. And then it's triple with this. So first, I got to get it up in the first place. Then it's gone crazy. Then I got to change the language, and then it's got to do that. And then that match finishes, and then I got to do it again. You know what I mean? Over and over and over again, where I'm like, oh, I just can't be fucked. Like, I'll just watch something else. And now I'm at the point where, with the best of the Super Juniors, I look at the card for the day, and I'm like, which match do I want to watch? Because it's probably going to be the only one I'm going to watch for the night because I can't be fucked with any of the rest. You know what I mean? Like, I look at this. So what have we got on this current one? I can see I've got Vegeta and Titan, Robbie and Dragon Dyer, Bushi and Kanemaru, Driller and Kushida, Kevin Knight and Hayata, Ninja Mac and Bone Soldier, Despy and Clark Connors, TJP and Blake Christian, Doki and Sho. Okay, so I know even just looking at that now, I would probably only fucking click on Titan and Vegeta and El Desperado and Clark Connors and skip every other match because I just can't be fucked. Like, where I should just be able to hit play and leave it on in the background, have the language set and, you know, and watch what I want and do all that kind of stuff. And that's how it used to be. So I don't understand how they could go, we're launching a brand new website and app. We're going to charge you more for it. But imagine everything that you've ever wanted and less. Like, it's like, it's going to work worse. The archive is going to be gone. Like, even the schedule page, they recently changed the schedule page. The schedule wasn't broken. I can see everything I wanted and I can click on the thing and I can see the match lineup. Now I can just go schedule for June 2024 and they're just listed there. It doesn't have the matches, just says the date. and says some times. Great. It says Saturday, June 15th, New Japan Seoul, 10 p.m. PTD. And then 1 a.m. EDT, 6 a.m. BST. And it's like, that's all it says. It doesn't show any of the matches or anything. And then I also used to be able to click on the thing and the tab and go results and then see the mirror of that page, but it's finished and see all that. Look, it's all gone. And that, as wrestling podcasters, was really useful. We used to bring that up and kind of work through it, but now you can't even do that. I don't even know what's on these shows. What the fuck are they doing here?
I think the thing that's ruining it for me is how fucking slow and completely unresponsive it is.
Oh, it's because grinded.
It's so it's awful. And okay, so for the longest time, all we had, as an entire world was Netflix, right? And Netflix is so responsive and so smooth. You bring it up, it pops up, and you're like boop boop boop, and you're just looking through shit to start, and it's even playing shit in the background while you're fucking
giving you mini previews and shit like that. Yeah, absolutely.
But anything else, Disney Plus is a sack of shit. Fucking, and this specifically, this New Japan World app fucking sucks, dude. You go and you're press down to the next, press down, and
it's fucked.
It just won't go to the next option.
It's absolutely fucked.
And then God forbid you want to fucking set things to English. I'm on a Amazon Fire Stick. I've got one upstairs and one downstairs, because that's the only place you used to be able to get the World app. Originally was on the Fire Stick.
Yeah.
So I'm on my Fire Stick. I fucking turn on the New Japan World app. I start the episode, and it's in Japanese, and half the time it's a fucking battle because I'm okay, so I've got to press down, wait for it to click, but don't wait for too long because then it'll just be oh, you're not pressing anything anymore, so I'm going to turn off.
Yeah, why can't I set in my account settings? Why can't I set my default language as English, and then it just defaults to that? It has the technology to do it because when it suggests the streams when they're live, it automatically suggests the English one, and I can play that and I can watch that live and in order and everything's great. But then once they archive it, it's individual matches, it's fucking defaults to Japanese all the time. It's what's it doing?
Luckily, when I'm playing mine, it's not every episode every match I have to change it to English. Luckily, when it's if I'm going and just watching a full show from the beginning. That's
what I mean. I can't watch a full show from the beginning.
I can set it to English once, and then it plays the full show like that.
I could do that if I'm watching it live, but then if I go and click on any of those, am I pressing something wrong? If I go and click on the Best of the Super Junior show and I go play, it will only play the first episode in Japanese. I've got to change that little CC button to flip it over into English, and then when that match finishes, it just stops. And then I've got to load the next match.
Huh. I think you've got a different interface than I do.
Maybe. It could be Fire Stick versus just using the app on my phone,
Well, the Fire Stick app is fucking shit because it is completely unresponsive.
Yeah.
So, and that's terrible. And like you said, all your fucking beautiful matches gone. The most important shit is up there. There's some matches up there that okay, the original Super J Cup, most of that's there, I think. And they slowly drip feed stuff back onto there. But it's fucking dude, why are you doing this? Why did you say, oh, it's all going to be back in a couple of months?
Yeah. Why did you say I was told, I'm pretty sure I heard them say on commentary once, I think it was China said that it was going to have offline play, which all the wrestlers were really excited about because you could go ahead, you could like you can in Netflix and standard stuff, download a match onto your device, within the app, and then when you're on a flight or whatever, you can watch matches and shit. There's not even fucking sight nor sound of that. There's no way that they do that.
And yet they're charging more.
They're charging more. And then they've also got the balls to go ahead and do all these extra pay-per-views that you need to pay extra for, but you can't even buy them through the fucking app. You've got to go log into your website, buy it there, and then I guess maybe it would appear in your app. I haven't done it because I have no faith in the app whatsoever. Like, yeah, it's super annoying because I don't use my computer as like the interface for watching things like that. I'll either select an app on my smart TV, which it won't select New Japan World. It's not like an option to select. And then if not, I just cast it from my phone. And it used to work fine. And then now it doesn't. But yet I pay more.
Are we just old man yelling at cloud right now?
Maybe. But the whole thing is that, like, I think, A, a lot of old men watch wrestling, let's face it. And B, like, I'm not the only person saying this stuff. I was listening to Super J-Cast. They're the fucking premier New Japan show and the ones that made me want to be a wrestling podcaster. They created our show in a sense that they introduced us. And Damon has fucking cancelled his New Japan World subscription because he couldn't be fucked with it anymore. So the answer of like, oh, he's a fucking, we're old dudes and we don't know how to work it, that's all, that doesn't fly because we're paying money, you know? So I just wanted to like be like, A, am I fucking taking crazy pills that this is the worst app I've ever used? And B, I feel like there's got to be a call to arms here. Like, for instance, I just went to my Play Store because I use Android, New Japan World app. I've loaded it up. It's got a 2.7 rating. It's been rated like 529 times. Last review on the 15th of February. Nobody even bothers reviewing it anymore. This is by a user that says, splits events into individual matches, does not autoplay next match if you are using the cast function, does not default to English commentary if English is selected in the preferences. If you open the match, play, then switch to English, then cast, it resets to Japanese. Honestly, prefer using the website over this. Have to use it if you like New Japan, as there is no other legal way to watch. Do better. Second match, a second review from your boy, me, my own self. Big step down from previous sites and not really what was promised. It works, but not very intuitive. No offline play options. Need to reset language every match as you replay. Archive is terrible, and they've raised the sub price. Really feels underdone. Next person, if you had a dedicated English station. What I'm saying is there needs to be a call to arms here to give this shit a poor rating. So they need to fix it. Like, I'm not saying cancel your subscription. I mean, it is the only way you can really watch New Japan. And I feel like that is part of the bullshit. They're like, how else are they going to watch it? But I feel like we need to continuously downrate this thing so they know that it's shit. You know what I mean? That's
the thing. They're like, oh, like the Japanese audience don't really use like streaming apps or whatever. Okay, but you're trying to break into a Western audience, and that's what the Western audience not just wants, demands.
Well, yeah, and needs to engage with your product. You know, like the Japanese audience could just walk into Korakuen Hall and fucking go watch it, and that's great. And if I lived in Japan, I would go to wrestling every single night of the week because there's stuff on all the time. But if we want to engage from this far away, this is the device we need to do it. And I feel like you want Western fans to watch your stuff because they're going to watch it. They're going to get your views up. They're going to follow your YouTube and everything like that. They're going to buy merch and get it shipped over, which is not cheap to do. And some insane motherfuckers like myself, like Josh, like fucking Joel and Damon and things like that are going to fly to fucking Japan, pay money, and fucking come to your show. Like,
almost specifically to come to your show.
And I've done it fucking 9 times. You know what I mean? Like, but it's so frustrating, this new version of this, that like it's just really unenjoyable. And like I said, G1 is just around the corner. And like, if this is the only way I can catch up on stuff, if I can't watch it, like, I'm just not going to watch it, dude. Like, it's just too hard. Like, it's too annoying. And because the buffering is so bad on it, that's the real killer. Like, so it's like half buffers, change to English, rebuffers again. So it's like the first quarter of the match, it's like stopping every 5 seconds and shit. It's like, I'm on fucking dial-up, dude. I've got the best internet like a human can have in Australia. You know what I mean? Like, I pay the money for it. And yet New Japan can't have whatever fucking upload speeds or servers or whatever fucking cloud sites they need to cast to the status of like an expected rate that everybody else can. Like, I don't get it. I just don't.
It seems like they just went, oh, the West wants an app, well, here it is. And for so long, we were begging for it. And I feel like right now, if we had known that this is what we were going to be getting, we would have kept our fucking mouth shut.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
But they also changed. It's one thing developing an app and then like having an interface with stuff, but then they also changed the website as well. The website wasn't broken. We just wanted a more convenient way to fucking cast stuff and watch things on our phone. You know, they're like, redo everything and do it terribly. Like, yeah, I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it.
And when you can easily watch AEW, or when you can easily watch WWE, or when you can easily watch any number of independent, companies. Mm-hmm. Easily, New Japan's gonna get left in the dust, bro.
Absolutely.
New Japan in the dirt.
Yeah.
New Japan in the dirt.
Well, that's the thing. We're trying to cut into things, and you look at guys like doing awesome work, like fucking Gabe Kidd, getting on that morning show and being like, fuck, if you want to watch theater, watch WWE. If you're a fat nerd who can't talk to girls, watch AEW. If you want to watch the real shit, watch New Japan. How? How do I watch it and fucking enjoy it when like the fucking interface to the rest of the world is so shit? Like, new fans are not going to have a good time with this, man. Like, they're just not. It's it's very frustrating to me. And like even another nitpick here. So say I go, where are we? Like I just want to watch by series. Yeah. You can go so recommended, pay-per-view, whatever. So let's go ranking series. So there's the series thing that used to be in a drop down over here on the side. It's not now. So now I've just got to scroll through all these photos until I find series, and I only know that's what I want to watch because I've used the app before. I click on view all, and then it shows them kind of in order, Best of the Super Juniors, Wrestling Dontaku, Wrestling World, whatever. I click on that, and then it immediately, in about 15 minutes, it's still loading. The wheel is spinning forever.
Immediately in 15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. It now goes like, it's got resume where I was up to, or you can click on this ugly grey bar and it says episodes, and then you can choose everything from the press conference to the, to current day show, and then going from there, which is good. But the way it is laid out doesn't look like it's a clickable option. I feel like you could almost have another page there where you've got the colourful pictures where it shows the matches, and you can see day one, day two, blah, 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 blah. And then you can click there, and then you could either hit play all or select match. But at the moment, you don't have any of that. You can just, you can choose your day for that down drop list or click on where you are. And then, and then there isn't a play all. There's click on your match and it'll play until it finishes, and then it'll stop, and then you do it again. Like, yeah, it's shit. It's fucked.
It is fucking garbage, dude. It's funny. Like, I tried looking for Milano Collection AT matches, and like I put in like Milano Collection AT, and it sent me like just every match from like the most recent match that he has called. Like, and I was just like, no, I'm not looking for his fucking, like, I'm not looking for anything he's called. I'm not going to sit here and just listen to Milano's like high pitched shrieky laugh.
Yeah.
I want to fucking watch him.
I just typed in Milano and 3 matches came up, and that was it. I think
is the ones that he's called.
No, they're ones with him in it. But like,
thank fucking God.
Yeah, exactly.
It's shit. It's just garbage. It's dog shit. It's fucking light the whole thing on fire and just set it back to what it was.
But man, like you type in Liger, right? And like quite a few matches will come up. Obviously, not everything is ever done. There's a lot, but like there's no order or sanity in that either. So you have a look, like on here, I've done Liger matches, right? But it's not like they're in date or series or like, oh, you want to choose his best of the Super Juniors, blah, 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 blah. It's just matches. Just, I don't know why it shows me, for example, Kickoff, Bushi, Captain, New Japan, Honma, Hiroshi Goto versus Liger and team. Like from a kickoff match is the very first match you can select from Liger. And then down further, you've got championship matches, you've got, Road to Fantastica Manias, you've got all this stuff, and then very last match is like best of the Super J Cup, him versus somebody I don't know. You know what I mean? Like there's no rhyme or reason. It just picks a ton of matches and shoves them out. So it's like, what is the category here? Like, if I want to learn about Thunder Liger and see his best matches, you think there'd be categories like best of Thunder Liger recommended playlist, best of Super Juniors, best matches, blah, blah, blah. You know, get something to categorize it. That's just what like streaming services do. That's what Spotify does, you know, all these kind of things. Like, there's just no thought to it. But yeah,
I think you're right in just saying that we just need to kind of review bomb it. Yeah. Let them know.
Absolutely. 2.7 is too high. It needs to.
Is it 2.7 out of 5 or out of 10?
Out of 5.
Oh no, too high. Way too high. I thought it was out of 10. I was like, yeah, I'd probably give it that.
That's on the Play Store, but I think it's funny. It's like it does show that 1 is the most commonly voted number out of those by far. So 5, 4, 3, 2 are all pretty even, but 1 is definitely the most voted answer. Also, click things like, was this review helpful when people are blasting it? Yes, it was helpful. Thanks for the feedback. See all reviews.
Oh, here's some horse shit. So I've got Apple, and it says that it's rated 4.4 out of 5. No, that's not true. You're lying.
Yeah. This guy was like, best place to see all the New Japan action. This app has issues, but it works. Can't wait for tags added to matches and search for a particular wrestler. And that was like a month ago. Homie, this app launched fucking ages ago and they still ain't done that. So
how about this? Bad isn't even enough for this app. Want to watch old shows in one sitting? Nope, those are in bits. Check marks to navigate them, maybe? Nope, not here. Well, at least it's easy to watch prior years. Maybe not. Once you find the show you want to watch, can you watch it all the way through? No, you actually can't. Some shows have the wrong picture for the wrong event on them. Linked shows are connected. At the very least, once you find the right show, you can watch it, no problem. Actually, even that's not working properly. I just want to watch a pay-per-view, and when I hit rewind, it freezes and all the way back to the start. So good luck skimming all the way back to that match, to that one point in that one match.
Yeah.
If this app was intended to encourage people to watch, truly it has failed. Nothing about this is even reliable or a functional experience. Don't waste your time with featureless rubbish. Do not waste your money.
It says it all. And it's like the thing is, like, you want to invest in things like this to make them good so people don't just pirate stuff. You know what I mean? Because, not saying I've ever used things like this, but I know of sites where I could just go and just watch it and not pay anybody any money for it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I don't want to do that because I want to support New Japan and I want to have an app and I want to have an experience and feel like I'm part of the team and fucking wear my tracksuit, rah, 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 and everything like that. But they're making it very fucking hard. And like I said, I mentioned Damon from Super J Cast. This is a man who's been watching New Japan longer than anybody I know. He's seen it all. He's been to Japan many times. He lives and breathes it. And the fact that he turned off his subscription is fucked.
Yeah, that's knocked me on my ass, dude.
It's fucked.
Wow.
He's just like, I'll figure it out, whatever. He's like, it's too annoying. I can't even be bothered dealing with it. It's literally actively making me dislike the product.
Yeah, there's nothing about it that makes me fucking happy. Nothing about it. Like I'll be like, oh, let me rewind it 30 seconds. Oh, nope, it's rewound like 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. It's 2 matches behind that.
Just miss that spot. I'm going to quickly fucking bang back and catch that. No, forget about that. Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah, well, I think we've lit into this piece of shit quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't like doing negative episodes, but I felt like I needed to put out a call to arms to the world to just let it know to New Japan, we love you, but this isn't okay. It needs to be addressed and it needs to like be a priority because
absolutely
like, I can't, like, if this continues, like, I can't just see myself enjoying it. Like, I just can't. Like, and so how does that affect our content, like, ongoing?
And they're like, oh, well, you'll get English content for English comms for every episode of such and such and such. And it's like, well, hopefully we'll be able to listen to it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, I mean, I can, but after it's already part buffered and then I change it and then it rebuffers and like it's fine. It's okay if I watch it live. Like I can click on the English feed. That works fine. Okay, we've got that done. Great. It's all the offline stuff and the archive stuff and the catching up on stuff that's all just a second thought, you know?
Yep.
You know, I appreciate they get the stuff up quickly, but they really need to, like, I have in my profile, I have it selected that, like, I'm an English speaker. You know what I mean? I pay with Australian dollar dues. I have an Australian email. I'm set to English. So why does everything default to Japanese? I understand it's a Japanese company, but you are inviting in an Australian man to give you his Australian dollars to watch your Japanese product.
Yeah, money spends same, doesn't it?
It do spend same, and mine is worth more at the moment. I know this because I keep buying yen when I go over there. So it's the weakest it's ever been. You want my money? It's good. It works. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I got pounds. Those are even better.
Exactly. There you go. He's fucking rating pounds. He could probably get euros if he wanted. They're fucking still the high rolling shit. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. So please, New Japan, address this. If anybody works for the company and ever listens to this, please hear us. Because, yeah, I want to support this. I want to feel good about putting my spare time into talking about it and promoting this promotion, you know?
We are literally begging for a better product.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with booking. This has nothing to do with, one person being the champion and not showing up in your company for months at a time. Mm-hmm. None of that.
I don't care about any of that. I just want to be able to watch it like easily without all of the negatives that we currently deal with. I want to
watch El Desperado fight against Kosei Fujita, and you're making it hard for me to do that. And that's all I want to do.
Just let me, the next day after the Best of the Super Juniors episode has happened, let me load it up in the next morning, click play, it come on with English, it casts decent, and just watch the whole show in one sitting. That's all I want to fucking do. That's literally all I want to do. And that's not great, but I can't actually do that at the moment. And that's a huge problem. It's huge.
It is.
So, yeah. Anyway, there we go. So
that's us being old men yell at cloud.
Yeah, I'm old man yell at app, and I will be like until either it gets fixed or I just stop watching New Japan. I just cancel my subscription, vote with my money, and fucking don't watch it.
One of the two is happening. Is happening.
I don't want to. So people always say vote with your dollars. I don't want to vote with my dollars because I don't want to stop watching New Japan. Like, I wanted to try and find another way to somehow get this through. We're a tiny fucking podcast. Maybe nobody fucking cares, but I'm at least going to have my say about it. And people can feel free to get in the comments and tell me I'm absolutely wrong and it's a great app. And I'll tell you that you're full of shit because it is none of those things. So there you go.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, tell them where they can argue with us at.
Yep, absolutely. You can find me at Faces Feels Cast, Instagram, Twitter, all the places. Where they find you, Curtis?
They can find me at El Destructo83 on the Instagram.
Okay.
You can find the show at Ichiban Sweet on Twitter and Instagram. Please come and talk to us. Hey, send us your recommendations for the Wheel of Wrestling.
Yes, absolutely. That episode will have already dropped, but we're beginning to build the Wheel of Wrestling. Spin the wheel, make the deal, and make the Ichiban Sweet Cast watch a match.
Spin the wheel, make the deal. Spin the wheel, make the deal.
That's what it's going to be. So, yeah. And also, I fixed the link tree. So linktr.ee/Ichiban Sweet, and you can catch all our links to all our shows at our various places. Check out the Count Out Podcast Network, support all our friends. Check out the Patreon to catch the sweet spot, to catch up on Curtis and my life, where we don't talk about wrestling and we take you through all the various bumps, bruises, and breaks that are existing as old men in the year of our Lord 2024. And with that said, what is it, buddy? It's rate and subscribe, listen or die, spirit of fight, style of strong, sweet cast. Ichiban. Ichiban Sweet Cast. Ichiban. The New Japan World App is shit.
Ring Post Radio is the only show hosted by Ryan Knightsey and Scotty Edwards that talks about the entire world of professional wrestling. With new episodes coming out every Sunday, there is absolutely no reason to not listen to real, honest wrestling opinions from two crazy maniacs. Have a hot boy summer and listen along to Ring Post Radio every Sunday on the Countout Network. This has been a Countout Podcast.